Ganguly on this, but I find some of the statements you have made simply unbelievable, if you don't mind my saying so. You say, incidentally, the Ambanis are dead against Justice Ganguly for his 2G judgment. Anil Ambani was hit hard. I mean, that's ridiculous for you to try and link the 2G judgment with the allegation in this case. Would you like to revise the kind of comment which you made there? Why are you pushing the point so hard that you are making these incorrect remarks?
What did I say incorrect remarks?
You have tried to draw a link between these charges and 2G.
I never do. You have not, you quote me, you read out what I said. I said that there are people against Ganguly. There is nothing conclusive. I would like to wait for the Supreme Court.
So what has it got? What have people got to do with being against Mr. Ganguly? Got to do?
Well,
what has it got to do with this case?
We know. What do you mean? What has it got to do with this case? I would like to know whether Mr. Ganguly has been framed or not.
What are you saying? You're saying Mr. Ganguly has been framed.
It is not a statement.
Mr. Ganguly. 1 second. You're saying Mr. Ganguly has been framed.
I didn't say Mr. Ganguly is framed. I didn't say Mr. Ganguly is framed. Don't put words in my mouth as you usually tend to do. I said that I would like to be sure that Mr. Ganguly has not been framed.
I think that's, I think that's really trying to, by the way, I'm not putting any words in your mouth.
You may say what you like.
Repeating.
That is what I am tweeting. I'm tweeting to my followers, and I am trying to put them wise to the situation.
You're making a comment in the public domain. You are putting a comment in the public domain. Now you don't want to backtrack on it, Mr.
That's
Swamy.
all right. You need not follow me. You need not follow me in Twitter. Who asked you to follow me?
I'm not following you on Twitter. I have been sent your comment, which I found rather strange.
Then what do you mean by saying that? Is Twitter is between me and my followers.
No, on a Twitter or a public platform for an eminent lawyer and politician like yourself to make.
It is not a public platform. I have not called everybody. It is not a public platform.
It's a fairly public platform.
Don't try to overdraw yourself.
I think
it's not a public platform.
It's a fairly public platform.
Read the cyber law.
It's a fairly public platform.
Fairly public from.
Yes. You are trying to insinuate getting reactions. One second.
There is no question insinuating.
One second.
Insinuating.
I am not insinuating.
Even the girl says in our interview,
I am not insinuating.
After all, the girl herself, listen, the girl herself in the Wall Street Journal interview says that he has a spotless record. Now,
what?
You want
now that's what I call taking things out of context, Mr. Swamy.
Always wrong.
Mr. Swamy, I read out to you.
Gadkari,
Dr. Swamy,
Srinivasan, and you got it wrong.
Dr. Swamy, no. Dr. Swamy, I'm very, very sorry that you are saying things like this, because I would like to read out to you what this girl says.
Sorry, but I'm very sorry. You're misusing your channel.
I am even more sorry than that, Mr. Swamy, Dr. Swamy. I'm even more sorry than that you do not regard what this law intern says. I will quote this and I'll get a response from Indira Jaising, because I believe to just put this thing, to string together this theory and to put up this trial balloon, I don't know why you say that this could be a, some kind of a frame-up of a Supreme Court judge. That is why this law intern is saying, that the law intern is saying, and I quote, that what she has gone through, she's been brave. I think instead of saying this girl has been very brave to talk about the sexual assault on her.
Innocent men have not been framed in the past.
I am saying today.
Innocent men also have been.
Yeah, but you take
be absolutely sure.
Indira Jaising and Kavita Krishnan.
A Supreme Court committee.
Okay, fine.
The Supreme Court committee come out with.
Okay, fine. But it's not between you and me. I disagree with you. I have the right to disagree with you. But I must let the other panelists in. Indira Jaising, first of all.
I can disagree, but don't put words in my mouth.
I'm not putting words in your mouth. I question the words which you put on Twitter, and I want to hear your response from your mouth now. Indira Jaising.
Well, I will. I told them. I raised the question that Mr. Ganguly gave a first-class judgment on 2G.
No, these are.
A lot of people are hurt.
What question is this? You link 2G to what this girl is saying? You're saying this girl is being used as a pawn?
I'm not.
To fight a corporate battle?
Now, don't.
I think that's wrong.
Don't be absurd. I never said anything about this girl. I wanted to know,
sir. Sir, I think that's wrong.
Truth about this incident.
No, I think that's.
And I said, let us wait for the Supreme Court.
Okay, response is not between you and me. Indira Jaising will respond, and then so will Kavita Krishnan. Indira Jaising, first, please, your comment.
Where is the conspiracy theory over here?
Where's the conspiracy? There's none.
Mention of it.
There's none.
So, he doesn't mention it.
No, Subramanian Swamy mentioned it.
Then what right? Exactly. But that's what I'm trying to tell Dr. Swamy, that when the individual concerned sees no conspiracy, where does he find it from?
Where do you find it from?
Yes,
My
the
comment
individual
on
also says that no such incident took place.
You see, no.
That's what
the
Mr.
judge
Justice Ganguly says. Why do you believe half of what you say?
Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. There is a 3-judge committee.
Court to say make any public.
You have said it on Twitter and I picked it up from there.
Let us wait for that.
You have said it on Twitter.
Don't push me into wow, yeah, I've seen you, what you did with Mr. Gadkari and Mr. Srinivasan, and then you had to hit a humble pie.
What do you mean humble pie? I'm doing my job, Mr. Srinivasan. I have done my job. I do my job, Mr. Swamy.
I never said there was a conspiracy. I never said there was a conspiracy.
Well, no.
You are putting words in my mouth and you are trying to make out a thing.
Well,
I only said that we've got to be sure that he is not being slandered.
What do you mean? No, you use the word frame, Dr. Swamy. You use the word, I heard you use the word frame.
Exactly.
Frame up means what? Frame up means what, Dr. Swamy?
Being framed.
Frame up means what, Dr. Swamy?
That incident, I will tell you what frame up means.
Tell me.
An incident which did not take place, you are trying to make out that...
No, frame up implies conspiracy. Frame up implies conspiracy.
Frame up. Of course.
Conspiracy by whom?
There was no conspiracy.
Conspiracy by whom? By the victim?
There are a lot of people. There are a lot of people. We don't know.
Which people?
It's all interlinking on this.
What is the... 1 minute. The only person...
I don't know.
The only person in this case, Dr. Swamy, is the victim. The only person is the victim.
The victim may be there. But the question is that Mr. Ganguly said that...
What do you mean victim may be there? The victim comes out and says I was sexually assaulted. The victim comes out and says I was sexually assaulted.
Yes, and the judge says no such thing happened.
So are you saying the victim is part of a conspiracy, is being used as a pawn?
I didn't say victim is part of conspiracy. I said when the judge has denied it, I'd like to be sure what has really happened.
Indira Jaising says to you,
I never said there was a conspiracy.
Indira Jaising says to you,
that I was a conspiracy.
Indira Jaising, no, we've got a lot to debate to that. Indira Jaising says to you that Justice Ganguly is not even suggesting frame up or conspiracy. How can you?
He may not be Ganguly, but he did say that he didn't say that this incident didn't take place.
I get Kavita Krishnanen as the third voice on this debate tonight. No, 1 second. No, we have other things to debate on whether Justice Ganguly should resign or not. I think, personally, if you ask me, even Subramanian Swamy will agree that's a pathetic argument. Don't you, Dr. Swamy, agree? That is a pathetic argument for Justice Ganguly to try and escape using.
I never agree with anything you say.
Well, you don't have to. If you agree with me, you don't have to force yourself to disagree.
No, because I have a different view about all these things. We have to get to the fundamentals. You have a minister called Mr. Kapil Sibal, who is Minister of Law, who is asking for Mr. Ganguly's resignation. I want to know why his government has still not registered an FIR. Why have they not begun police investigation? It is extraordinary that this is now becoming more and more one of these lynch mob tactics that are being adopted against Mr. Ganguly. This is straightforward. She has made a complaint. The Supreme Court has seen that she has disclosed some prima facie evidence. So therefore, FIR should have come by now. Why is it not come? What games are being played? The Times now cannot decide who should resign.
What line of argument is that?
I am giving you the fundamental argument of law.
Are you embarrassed at these details, Dr. Swamy? These lurid, seedy details of how this man chases this young woman right down to the lobby of the hotel after trying to force her to spend the night in a hotel room with him. Are you embarrassed? Do you want me to read some of this out, Dr. Swamy? Are you embarrassed about how further that you are?
I have seen enough law. I've seen enough. Of course, I have read it. I have seen enough court cases. I will only go by evidence that is presented in court. If a person writes out a thing, then she should also explain why she chose Christmas Eve to go to his room. How many times has she been to his room one-to-one in the past? Has he done this in the past or not? There are a lot of things which require investigation.
What nonsense?
Just because she is given a statement doesn't mean anything.
No, 1 second. Kavita Krishnan, I'm sorry, Indira Jaising, but you're going to have to come in later because this line of argument, a standard line of argument, is pretty shocking.
It is standard
And
because
I know
it is
that,
law.
Subramaniam,
It is
what
not
is law? Is it
The law
to
is
take a young
that
girl to
the
your
law
room,
is that if
force
somebody
her to
makes
drink wine,
if the law is
and
the
then say I should
listen, the law is, let me educate you. You are an ignorant. When it comes to law, you are completely ignorant. The law is that you make a complaint, let there be an FIR, let there be an investigation. This is the government which is asking for his resignation. Why have they not yet filed an FIR? What have they got to hide?
You see, Dr. Swamy, that is about the 100th time that on national television you have called me an ignoramus.
Of course.
I have developed quite a thick hide.
That's all right, but you are ignorant of the law. If you can say that on the basis of a complaint, I have to pass an indictment, I have to give a judgment. There has to be some investigation. That is the law.
Dr. Swamy, there is first of all no law which says that a woman should be forced to go into the bedroom in a hotel and be forced to spend the night. No, 1 minute. Be forced to spend the night with a judge.
That means you don't think an investigation is necessary.
No, Arnab,
You think an investigation is not necessary.
I take strong.
You think an investigation is necessary or not?
The character of the girl. But anyway, it's not between you and me.
I'm not talking anything about the character. I'm talking about the judicial process. That's why I say you're an ignoramus.
Don't back off after saying it.
Arnab,
No, of
Can
course
I
you
say
said
something
it.
here?
You question the character of the girl.
Can I say something
Yes,
here, Arnab?
Kavita.
I'm really, as a character shield, there is such a thing as shielding the character, shielding the rape, the complainant of sexual violence from questions about her character. How dare he ask, why did she go to his room on Christmas?
What questions have raised about her character? Don't be a Naxalite and tell lies on a TV program. What character assassination has done? What character assassination has done?
Why did he pressurize her to drink wine?
Arnab Goswami should ask her. She is a well-known Naxalite. She can tell any lie at any time.
It's something which we are not prepared to tolerate anymore.
Oh yeah, you are not willing to tolerate. You better.
Can I? No.
What character have I called into question?
See,
Why you are now making statements yourself? I only said there should be an investigation. You are saying there should be a prosecution and a judgment without an investigation.
No, Dr. Swamy, you asked me today that what do you know about the law?
Exactly. You don't know the law.
Tonight,
if somebody makes a complaint, there should be an FIR.
If you allow
and an FIR should lead to an investigation.
If you allow me to complete, Dr. Swamy, please don't shout me down.
You don't shout me down either.
What do you know about morality?
You don't shout me down either, and don't put words in my mouth. And don't give me speeches about morality. Then I'll have to bring the Neera Raja tapes before you.
Sir, this affidavit, which the law in turn has claimed, has, by the way, in case you didn't know, Dr. Swamy, been upheld by the Supreme Court of India.
No. Supreme Court is very clear.
And I hope
you will not misrepresent the Supreme Court.
I hope you will not now say that.
Don't misrepresent the Supreme Court. Don't. Yes, you are ignoramus because Supreme Court never cleared her. And the Supreme Court only said that her complaint disclosed prima facie. That means the next thing is an FIR and an investigation. Why are you running away from an investigation?
Can we please have a more constructive discussion? Mr. Subramanian Swamy knows neither law nor
constructive discussion.
Can we stop this completely useless discussion that he's conducting? I think Ms. Jaising needs to step in to explain the law to him.
Ms. Jaising has to explain the law to me, the Naxalite law.
Can I please, Subramanian Swamy, since you're trying to run away with the debate, I get Indira Jaising in with the caveat before this that to Dr. Subramanian Swamy, who probably is not aware that the Supreme Court has prima facie found.
No, Supreme Court has not found that. Don't tell a lie.
The Supreme Court has prima facie
Please read it.
Justice
Please read what the Supreme Court has said.
I'm surprised that
It has only said she has
prima
disclosed.
facie means
It has only said prima facie.
That's
Yes.
about it. First impression. It is not
First
a
impression.
proven thing because the girl has not been subjected to cross-examination by Justice Ganguly's lawyers. Now they're going far ahead of the game.
Exactly.
Right now, what we have is that there is an allegation. That allegation has been brought into the public focus by Ms. Jai Singh for whatever reasons that she has. And the question is, where do we go from here?
No, 1 second. Before you determine that, you tell me this today.
Yeah.
First, let's get Indira Jai Singh into
Yeah,
this.
let her.
You know, that though she may disagree with you, I hope you will not, do the discourtesy of using the same.
If you make any allegations against me, I will reply.
Because I disagree with you.
If any allegations are made against me, I'll reply.
Indira Jai Singh.
Let her speak.
Indira Jai Singh.
Yes.
Indira Jai Singh.
Yeah, we have enough of nationalism
Subramanian
also.
Swamy.
Yes.
Thank you very much. 1 second, please. Let's not get personal, Dr. Swamy.
Yeah, only me is getting personal.
Arnab,
What
let
about
me tell
you? You're all the time personal, putting words in my mouth.
Arnab, first of all, let me say before the committee, we will then know exactly what he's saying. Today he is hiding behind Justice Mr. Subramanian Swamy and hiding behind Sanjay Hegde. And on another channel he
Now
sees
again
his
an
lawyer
allegation.
who's defending
What an
him
allegation to
come
make. Who
and
are
defend
you
him.
protecting?
Why
You're
doesn't
against
he
him
speak
because
for
he gave the
himself?
2G judgment
Why doesn't
probably.
he speak for
That's
himself?
an allegation I can make.
Arnab, I want to make...
What is the allegation? No, 1 second.
Look, Arnab,
What is the
today...
allegation? Indira Jai Singh? What allegation, counter allegation are you making, Dr. Subramanian Swamy?
I will tell her what allegation she made. She made the allegation that Justice Ganguly is hiding behind me. I am making the allegation that if you can make that kind of allegation, I can make an allegation that because he gave the judgment against the government on 2G, therefore they are gunning for him.
Okay, let me deal with that.
Was there a one-judge bench? No, was there a one-judge bench?
Exactly.
No.
Was there a one-judge bench or a two-judge bench?
Yeah, you will get up to the other judge also.
What kind of,
soon,
1 minute,
sure.
Sanjay Hegde. Was there a one-judge bench or a two-judge bench?
The other
No,
judge
one
was
minute.
Justice G.S. Singhvi,
So what-
and
what-
Ms. Jai Singh has also been going after him.
One
Yeah.
second.
I want to come in over here.
Let me just
This
She has
clarify.
very doubtful motive.
Arnab, can I? Yes. Very good.
Either tonight. No, 1 second. Sanjay Hegde, you hold it there.
Yeah.
Hold it there. Hold it there, just Sanjay Hegde.
Yeah.
I am saying to you tonight. Now, either you prove, because this is, no, 1 minute, please let
You
me complete.
prove that Ganguly is hiding
Either
behind
you-
me.
the-
Why only he has to prove? What about her allegation that Ganguly
One
is
second,
hiding behind
Subramanian
me?
Swamy, you were careful with your words, Sanjay Hegde was not. No, 1 second. You were careful with your words. Don't jump to his defense. You were careful with your words, Sanjay Hegde was not. Sanjay Hegde has made a direct allegation on national television on the news hour right now that Indira Jai Singh has respect to both of you who are trying to give a 2G spin to all of
Now wait a minute. You are bringing me in. You told me you are only going.
You are both.
Now, Arnab, you are trying to bring me in. Then I have a right to defend.
Seriousness
Yeah,
of
don't
what
think
this
this.
lady has said.
You can run a.
1 minute.
Ku Klux Klan,
Subramanian Swamy.
Let's get to
You brought my name in. I have a right to reply.
Yes, you do, but you don't want me to read out these parts, I'm sure.
Don't go on putting words in my mouth. I never said any such thing. If you make an allegation against me, I will reply. Because you are not a moderator today, you are a prosecutor.
That's all right.
All right, it's all right. I can also reply. I can also bring out a lot of things.
Subramanian Swamy, please. I am a prosecutor. 20 minutes back I was an ignoramus.
Yes, you're an ignoramus prosecutor. You're an ignoramus prosecutor. You don't know the law.
Kavita Krishnan is a Maoist.
Yeah, she's a Maoist.
Language doesn't take away. So I'll get. 1 second, gentlemen. I have Harish Salve on the phone line. 1 minute. Harish Salve, you're there? Mr. Salve? Mr. Salve, are you there? Okay, we'll try and get Harish Salve on the phone line. He wanted to say something on this debate.
Can I tell you?
I want to get in trouble.
No. Just 1 minute.
And the kind of things which I'm hearing from Subramanian Swamy more openly, in a more...
No, I'll have to reply. He's brought that in again. That Naxalite who believes in free sex cannot talk like this. Now, why do you bring my name in? You make your point without bringing my name in.
The woman's complaint.
You have no faith in all this. You don't believe in bourgeois morals, do you?
Please ensure that.
Yeah, don't take my name.
Without interruption, please.
She cannot take my name and I not reply. She's anyway going to go away.
But she has the right to respond to you.
You can rant later.
But she has the right to respond to you.
She is not responding to me. She's bringing all the extraneous matters into it.
A point here that this kind of disgusting victim blaming, and Sanjay Hegde's point is very interesting. He says, so Subramanian Swamy says, why hasn't she filed an FIR? Sanjay Hegde playing on the same team.
I didn't say why has she filed an FIR. I said why Kapil Sibal has not filed an FIR. You're a typical Naxalite telling lies all the way.
She has made her complaint public. She has come forward with her complaint. Now it is for the institutions like the President of the country to act, because this person who is accused isn't some man on the street. He is holding a constitutional post of office. This is not about his conscience. He is representing the Constitution of India.
What a liar.
How can he be allowed to do that? Can we as citizens, it is our business.
Of course he is.
We as citizens have to speak. We have to say we don't want human rights to be adjudicated by someone who is a violator, who is accused of violating women's rights. It's as simple as that. We don't want to hear this kind of, extremely disgusting victim blaming. Why did she go there on Christmas Eve? It's as though it's her choice. She's a young law intern.
Yeah.
She has to do what she has to do when she's asked to do a job. I'm finding it appalling even as a labor activist.
She went there because... No, 1 minute. I think you should take...
Subramanian Swamy... for this. Having said this, I have to leave now.
This part of the matter.
I beg pardon for this. I will have to leave now.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Harish Salve, are you there on the line now?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Swamy does not describe you also as an ignoramus.
Now don't start playing Shakuni here, okay?
I'm saying.
Yeah. You have a bad habit of playing the role of a Shakuni.
Well, this is reality.
Of course. Why you put words in my mouth? Ask me what I want to say. Don't put words in my mouth.
Well, you can't go back.
I'm not going back on anything. You are the one who is going around in circles.
Subramanian Swamy, 1 minute. Calm down, please. You
calm down.
Question.
Don't mention my name unnecessarily. Don't take my name in vain.
Dr. Swamy, you wouldn't stop me if I were to praise you.
I will try to stop you. I can stop you in 1,000 ways.
There can be a non-Subramanian Swamy point of view, is it? Or in India?
Don't caricature these things. Again, you're being stupid.
Harish Salve, Subramanian Swamy premises his argument on the ludicrous question, what was the woman doing in the room? He should have known.
I didn't say that.
The woman was
don't misrepresent me on that. Again, let me say what I wanted to say. Let me say what I wanted to say.
You said, please allow me.
Don't misrepresent me. Don't misrepresent me. Don't tell lies. Because he has just come on the debate. He will believe you.
Sir, he has listened to the debate.
Well, if he has listened to the debate, he should know I did not say that.
And if you did, could you please respond to him, because he seems to be in no mood to listen to my question.
Why should I listen? You're telling a lie.
Arnab, I think you need...
You said I will get a right of reply. Now don't back off from it.
But after that we have a few more questions for you, Mr. Swamy.
Well, fine, but this right of reply I need to have. First of all, I said, prefacing my allegations, that if you say that Ganguly is hiding behind me, that's an allegation. Then I can make an allegation that you are after Ganguly because of the 2G judgment. I never said that she was doing it because of that. I said don't make allegations because counter allegations can be made. That's what I had said, and again she's twisted. This is the problem with this debate. None of them wants to speak the truth. I am only saying, and as far as Mr. Salve is concerned, of the 2 points, One doesn't concern what I have said, the other one does concern, and he has upheld it. That yes, there is a criminal law, and that is a proper procedure to follow. Whoever files the FIR, whether it's Mr. Sipal or whether the
has said.
So that part is what I am saying.
Dr. Swamy,
I am saying an FIR should be filed. There should be an investigation. Why are you running away from that?
Coming into
Why
the debate,
FIR not be filed by the government?
Dr. Swamy, I thought you were a legal man.
I am,
and
I know. I am telling you what the legality is. The legality is that once a crime has been disclosed, an FIR must be registered and an investigation must be carried on.
Sir, you've already, sir, 1 minute. Sir, you've already got your mythology mixed up.
What mythology mixed up? You are the one who's mixing up everything. You know, you must know basic law. That once an allegation is made, an FIR must be registered. An FIR must lead to an investigation.
Subramanian Swamy, you're all worked up today. You're not listening.
I am not worked up.
You
I am not worked up.
Not
I am. You may say what I am told. You're totally confused. You have come up with your mind made up. You're not moderating anymore.
I'd say that Mr. Ganguly is the Duryodhan. And in any case, Dr. Subramanian Swamy,
Duryodhan and Shakuni, and you're on the wrong side.
You of all people should be aware.
I am aware.
There is a precedent in this country which you are trying to hide.
What is the precedent?
You are trying to hide a precedent.
What is the precedent?
Because if I mention the precedent, your entire argument will collapse.
Oh, about
like
that.
a pack of cards.
You're out of concern for me. You're not telling the precedent. Tell the whole world.
Remember? You don't remember?
What?
You honestly don't remember the case of Justice Arun Madan of the Rajasthan High Court?
I don't remember that at all.
Judge of the
I don't know. I was not involved. I was not concerned with it.
In exchange for a judicial favor?
I was never concerned.
How do you not remember that case?
I don't know anything about it.
1 minute. I want to respond. Don't come in his defense.
What do you mean I'm coming in his defense? You're telling a lie.
1 minute.
As far as
you're telling a lie.
As far as Arun Madan was concerned, he resigned because the Chief Justice of India asked for...
Taken each other on very strongly on this subject. I know both have completely opposite points of view. We're going to begin the debate by getting Dr. Subramanian Swamy and Indira Jaising on, and Brinda Grover is there. She'll join us in 5 minutes. Ms. Grover, we'll see you there. But first of all, my commiserations to you, Subramanian Swamy, that, despite your blatant and, very defiant support for Justice Ganguly, you lost and Indira Jaising won. Not that many people, Dr. Swamy, are surprised with that, because many people believe your initial position itself was flawed. So would you like to first begin by conceding defeat, and then I want to go across to Indira Jaising after that. That, you were on the wrong side right from the start, Dr. Swamy.
Mr. Goswami, your mind is very cluttered. My stand was taken on the grounds that there is no inquiry, there is no investigation, and therefore he should not resign. Now, just because Ganguly has chosen to resign, doesn't mean my position is wrong. He may have felt that for now, peace and quiet, he has been hounded by people like you. No. And he was not tough enough like Srinivasan was, who made you lick the dust. So therefore, don't tell me that I have to make amends, or I have to feel that I was in the wrong. I'm absolutely right. He should not have resigned. There was no right for anybody to ask for his resignation. When there's no inquiry, there's no FIR. Just because somebody has made an allegation doesn't mean that he has to step down.
Swamy, you resorted to the worst kind of desperation. Though I don't want to quarrel with you.
What do you mean by desperation? I just made a stated position. Your mind is cluttered. What can I do?
No, and what's it, Dr. Swamy, I listen to you. I request you listen to me.
Yeah, I will listen to you.
You've been proven desperate. You've been proven desperate on 3 counts. One, of course, is the basic black and white principle that you backed the wrong man. B, that you disregarded the findings of the Supreme Court panel. 3, you willingly, you carried out character assassination of the victim. And 4th, when all of this failed, and when you realized that you were slowly losing ground as well as public sympathy for what you were doing, you began, going into this wild argument. This is linked to 2G. You made personal allegations against those who support, took you on, like Indira Jaising. She's here tonight. She can hear you. Right? And you made rather loose comments about others who questioned Justice Ganguly, including calling them practitioners, believers in free sex. So all those comments, Dr. Swamy, were were completely violative. They were crossing the line. But
you're talking rubbish.
I'm only saying this because, you know, you made certain introductory comments. I just want to get Indira Jaising.
Now you have made series of accusations. I have a right to defend myself.
Yes, I have.
No, you can't just make accusations, wild accusations, and not expect me to defend myself.
No, you completely do.
You have made wild accusations. I defended a principle. I did not defend Ganguly.
You do.
I defended a principle, and I stand by that principle.
No, you did.
Why all these wild remarks you make? Of course, the Naxalites have believe in three sects that everybody knows.
Subramanian Swamy, you defended Ganguly. You didn't defend a position.
Come on now. I defended the principle. And if you don't have the brains to see, if you don't have the brains to see, I was defending a principle. What can I do? Don't be pompous. You have eaten humble pie on so many occasions because of your stupid allegations.
So possible. It is so possible that you can it's entirely possible, Dr. Swamy, that tonight you will even deny what you said yourself.
What do you mean rubbish?
I want Indira.
Don't put words in my mouth.
First of all, let's get both of them on the screen.
If you want to hear me, you better listen to me. Otherwise, there's no point in calling me to this debate. You hear yourself. Why do you want me here?
Indira Jaising's point of view.
I'm ready to defend myself. I told you there's a principle, and you violated that principle. You led a lynch mob. You've been doing this. This has become your practice.
Yes, surely it is. But I didn't hear you opposing that practice when the same media questioned Mr. Tejpal.
What do you mean?
I didn't hear Subramanian Swamy questioning the media when we went after Raja.
Mr. Tejpal confessed to doing it,
when we went
and the Goa government had set up an FIR. They took a suo motu notice. Why the government of India is not filing an FIR? I want to know. What are they to hide?
You can believe.
Oh yeah. Don't make allegations yourself. I can make thousands of allegations about you, including the fact that you have to answer questions. Your channel has to answer questions on Neera Radia's investigation.
Dr. Swamy, can I request just Indira? You hear Indira?
Yeah, don't make an allegation against me and then go to Indira Jaising. If you make an allegation, I have a right to defend myself. Otherwise, there's no equal type principle. You don't call me here just to hear your allegations.
Point of view.
And you've got a mind which is so cluttered.
You see. Fine, Dr. Swamy, my mind is cluttered, and
yes, it is. You're an ignorant.
They are like water off a duck's back now.
You're asking a lynch mob.
I'm asking.
You're making allegations.
Dr. Swamy, why are you using such language?
What do you mean? What are you making these allegations? Why are you making these allegations?
Indira Jaising.
You want a debate or you want to have allegations?
Well, I want to have a debate, but let's hear the other side.
There's no debate. You're just talking about whatever you want to talk.
Dr. Swamy, let Indira Jaising come in.
Yeah.
She said she was not fighting only for one case.
You don't make allegations.
For a principle.
You'll get a reply. You'll get a rocket.
She was fighting. Dr. Swamy, with your permission, Indira Jaising, please.
Yeah, my permission granted.
I would like to make it clear that the issue that
is eminently qualified to realize the shallowness of any defense put out in his favor. Dr. Subramanian Swamy said.
You want me to answer that?
He said. Yeah, I just want to quote what you said.
What do you mean quote what I said?
I want to quote what you said.
You said that why would a Supreme Court judge resign? You want me to answer that?
No, I said something else as well, which you are choosing not to listen to.
All right, you tell me what else you want to say. I'll answer everything you say. I said that I think a former Supreme Court judge resigns because he realizes the shallowness of anyone putting out a defense in his favor. For example, Dr. Subramanian Swamy said, quote, that it is extremely important at this juncture to get an investigation completed before any precipitate action is taken merely to make out Justice Ganguly guilty without an opportunity of being heard. This is what he said on December 24th. Dr. Subramanian Swamy, yes.
Right? But what he did not say was that that was already done with a 3-member Supreme Court panel.
No,
the panel found
not
there was merit in the charges against Justice Ganguly. And by the way, By the way, Dr. Subramanian, so I just
you don't know anything about Supreme Court. That
you add a 2G angle to everything.
What? Come on now. Again, you started making allegations.
Angle to everything.
If you make allegations, I'll make allegations against you.
No, I'm not making allegations. I'm quoting from the cabinet notes. Please don't say things like that.
I told you. I'm ready to answer what is it that you want me to answer?
No.
You're going on hearing your own voice. That's all you're doing.
The simple point here is...
you tell me what you want me to answer.
Indira Jaising is asking you. Why did you resign?
Answer?
Media...
She's got a point of view. I got a point of view. What is she going to answer me on?
No, but she's asking you. You have no answer to her.
All right, let her ask me.
She's asking you.
I will answer.
But she just asked you. You can ask that again.
What did she ask me? What did she ask me?
You can repeat that, Indira Jaising. What did
I want to know, where was the media pressure last week? Between last week and this week, what was the difference in the media pressure? And I want to know why he has resigned. Why does he not face due process? Why does he not utilize the opportunity to come before the court and put forward his point of view? Why this resignation?
Why don't you ask Ganguly that? Why are you asking me that? I am on a principle that namely that nobody should be condemned without an inquiry. Nobody should be given condemned without an investigation.
But this
was
was his opportunity for an inquiry.
Well, that is for him to answer. Maybe he has a sense of privacy. You people are hounding him. All the media men were sitting outside his house, praising him wherever he goes. So he thought maybe by resigning the whole thing will be over. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But the best thing for you to do is ask Justice Ganguly, not me.
Subramanian Swamy, you expected him to continue batting. He didn't.
I didn't expect him to do anything. Come on now. Don't put words in my mouth. I never expected him to do anything. I was defending him on the grounds that a man is not to be condemned without a proper hearing, without a proper investigation. That will include you also, Mr. Arnab Goswami. If tomorrow there is an inquiry against you, I will say that it will be a proper investigation.
Yeah, and if a Supreme Court panel... If a Supreme Court panel
is not an investigation,
finds that there is merit in the allegations.
So, they saw no merit in the allegation. They only said that her statement should reveal the prima facie case. That's all.
Supreme Court appointed panel.
And therefore, a FIR should have been registered. Why the government of India did not register an FIR?
Except Dr. Swamy, even within the BJP, you were isolated. Arun
Don't make this a BJP issue. Okay? Don't make this a BJP issue. Then I will say what is happening inside the Times now.
Dr. Swamy,
people are being investigated by the CBI for having connections with the Am I making an issue of it?
I'm not heading a political party.
I can say many things about. Don't bring BJP into this.
You can say what you want.
This is a pure legal issue I am making. I'm telling you what the legal issue is. What is this got to do with the... this is not by majority vote. This is not going to be decided by public opinion.
Dr. Swamy, you have made a strong case. Now please hear the other side.
Yeah.
I request you.
Why did you hear the other side? Don't make allegations against me.
Okay, anyway.
Then I'll make allegations against you.
Yeah, you make allegations, Dr. Swamy.
I will.
Have I stopped you from making them? But I think people
allegations
will judge.
are easy to make.
Whether people will judge, whether tonight at least, people will judge.
Of course people will judge.
At least on this
subject. Of course people will judge. People have already told me that you have an absolutely correct principle. This Arnab Goswami goes on bulldozing people. You're the only one who puts him in his place. That's what people tell me.
I don't bulldoze. I ask the question.
You do bulldoze.
I don't
put words in your mouth.
I don't give the difference is, Dr. Swamy, that you expect, since you are asking, I'll tell you this, the difference is that you expect, sometimes wrongly, that you will get underhand.
Now don't psychoanalyze me what I expect. I'll psychoanalyze you also.
I will not blow underhand to Subramanian Swamy. Brinda Grover, you psychoanalyze me, I shall psychoanalyze you. Brinda Grover, Subramanian Swamy says he completely stands by what he said. Now this is not about, I don't know why you make the Naxalite remark.
He is a Naxalite, everybody knows that. Let us deny it.
No. First of all, everybody has a right to their ideology, including you.
But don't ask her about me.
No, 1 second. Okay, have a healthy debate, sir.
Yeah, let her give her opinion. I have no objection to giving her
Let her-
opinion. This is a democratic country.
Are you going to stop her from speaking, Brinda?
I am not stopping her from speaking, but you are asking me, asking her about me. And I said she's a Naxalite. What do you expect from her?
I said I have not asked her what do you think of Subramanian Swamy.
That's what you said.
I have said you have heard what Subramanian Swamy says, and can I have your views on what he said? With your permission, Brinda, go over to Subramanian Swamy, please.
But the views don't count for anything.
The strength of that argument.
What?
And I just want to ask you in retrospect, do you regret some of the things which you've said?
Again.
Because I have a bone to pick with you.
Do you regret?
I have a bone to pick with you.
Do you regret being part of the lynch mob?
I have a bone to pick with you.
You
Allow
have
me.
forced a judge without an inquiry, without an investigation,
Fine.
to resign. Do you regret being part of the
I
lynch
think
mob? What a question you are asking me. I have stood by a principle. That principle will stand.
I remember.
I fought it in the emergency
I
when you
remember.
people were crawling before Mrs. Gandhi.
Okay, Indira Gandhi. Please, don't make these sweeping comments about the media, because let me tell you.
Well, you are all crawling in the media. I know that in the emergency.
No, please don't.
Yes.
Don't make these sweeping references.
What
Dr.
sweeping
Swamy,
references?
because
I have seen it in the emergency.
Unfortunately,
Don't
all
teach
the
me democracy,
scams,
mister.
all the scams,
I was the one who fought the emergency.
all the scams,
Don't forget that.
all the scams which have been exposed, which you want to put your patent and copyright over, have been exposed by the same media. But this is not about you and me, much as you want to make
then
it.
why do you want to ask me a question?
About
why do you want to ask a leading
because
question?
Dr.
Ask a
Subramanian
straight
Swamy, Indira
question.
Jaising wants to respond to you. I have a bone to pick with you, but after
Do you
this, Dr.
regret?
Jaising, yes.
Do you regret for conducting this function?
I have no regrets about the coverage we have done on Justice Ganguly. I have zero regrets.
Oh, you've been wrong on so many things. What happened to Mr. Gadkari? Nothing. What happened to Srinivasan? You were defeated. He got unanimously elected. And after that you went on the sulk.
Let me. You may be. You see, please, 1 second. You may be a great supporter of Mr. Srinivasan. You may have your own reasons for doing so.
Yeah. What about your reason? I want to know your reason.
You are
tell
not
me.
supposed.
You know my reason. What is your reason?
My job is to ask.
Why did you attack
Can I help it if those
Gadkari
questions
and then
irritate
keep
you?
quiet afterwards?
Can I help it if you
You're
those
only
questions
after to
irritate
make
you?
sure that
Can I help it if I ask you why you
president of the party?
assassinate a young woman? Can I help it but to ask you that how can any powerful person, including a Supreme Court judge, get away by doing what he did? And just
how
because
do we know what he did?
Subramanian
How
Swamy
do
to back
we know?
him.
Has he
Just because he has
confessed?
powerful politicians
Has he
and lawyers like
confessed to
Subramanian
you?
Swamy to back him.
How do we
should
know
be
what he
emboldened?
did?
Should the strength and power of Subramanian Swamy not be with that girl instead of being with that judge? Come on, Dr. Subramanian Swamy, please
Don't
hear the other side.
tears, huh?
Please hear the other side. Indira Jaising gives you the other point of view. Indira Jaising.
Arnab, first and foremost,
Swamy, which is actually about some comments that you have made, rather regrettably, on December 16th, 2013. When during the 27th minute of the Newshour debate, you, in response to, Kavita Krishnan's comment on the victim, you said that Naxalite who believes in free sex cannot talk like that. I just want to ask you, before I conclude, and we have a political debate coming up next, whether today, in retrospect, you believe
Naxalites
that you
believe in
made it
free
too
sex.
personal? No, 1 second. You made it too personal?
There's no personal.
You tried
I
to
am
hit
talking
below
about
the belt.
an ideology.
You tried to
They
hit
don't
below the
believe in
belt.
bourgeois morality. Don't you know that? You seem to be illiterate.
No.
Naxalites believe in
1 second.
rejecting bourgeois morality,
point.
which includes free sex.
First of all, I think you are making these vast, unthought overgeneralizations.
Oh, yeah.
About
I have to listen to your opinion on this. I have studied Marxist-Leninism.
I gave you an opportunity, Dr. Swamy. I gave you an opportunity, Sir Brinda Grover.
Bourgeois morality. I don't believe in bourgeois morality.
I gave you the opportunity. I feel that what you said on that debate was unfortunate.
Oh, yeah. Your opinions are
One
worthless as far as I am concerned.
That's all right, Dr.
Yeah, so don't
Swamy,
give me
I
your
haven't got
opinion.
any compliment.
You conduct a debate properly.
two short points.
I
don't care for your opinion.
Remind you. I would
Because
only,
your opinion
I would only remind you.
You've been chasing people all
I
through
would
your
remind you,
program.
Dr. Swamy.
You hound them.
Dr. Swamy, I would remind you most humbly that today, much to your anger and possibly your great frustration,
I have no anger. I'm enjoying this, attacking you.
One of them seeking to restrain the government from proceeding against Ganguly and the other urging them to frame regulations.
Oh, yeah. I am asking for an inquiry and you're saying I'm preventing. I'm asking the government why they are not registering an FIR.
Well, now Brinda Grover has a final response on that particular point, or what you said. Pick up on the other side. Now, why Justice Ganguly has stepped down is something that even Subramanian Swamy is flummoxed with. Maybe
I am not flummoxed with. Don't put words in my mouth. I have defended the right for him to have a fair investigation.
You're angry about it.
And what is the question of flummoxed? I know why he stepped down.
You
hounded him.
That's all right,
you chased him. You had a lynch mob running after him.
Well, I find Dr. Swamy, I thank you, and we are now going into our next story and our next debate. Thank you for joining me on debate number 1, Dr. Subramanian.